charge, but if you're so
Our customary welcome. We'll have prayer from Deacon Levon Lindsay, Mills Chapel Baptist Church, Pledge of Allegiance, and any announcements that need to be made. No proclamations, awards, or recognition for this meeting. Citizen comments, and then we'll go into some reports. We'll have our police department do their annual report, the library annual report. Then we're going to have a presentation. We have recently updated our wellhead protection plan, so we'll have someone here from the Division of Water Resources to go over that with council and the mayor. And this is the one that we are going to get an award for here in a couple, I think next month down in Raleigh. That's pretty exciting about that. And then we'll do a presentation of our audit. We have minutes on consent agenda, the 10th of January, regular session, the 6th agenda meeting, the 28th special call meeting, and then the 13th of December closed session meeting. Citizen comments again, no unfinished business. New business, we'll hear from Mr. Josh Henderson to talk about the Dr. John Wilson Community Garden Barn and event facility discussion. Short-term rental discussion. I plan on spending not a lot of time on this because this is something that is going to be in our UDO. I've gotten some information from the consultants, and that's going to be heavy in this new UDO, but I am going to touch on some things, I think, just to let folks know how that kind of is going. We've got some numbers and we've done some research on what other places do, but I think that will be part of our UDO discussion for sure going forward.
Sounds like it might be a special workshop discussion too, really. That's
Could be.
Good topic.
C, Jacob's Cottages waterline acceptance. This is development over in Cheshire up above the YMCA. They've been building this for a number of years. Now they're asking us to take over their water lines, which is pretty standard that we do for these types of developments. So that's on here. We're going to do an amendment to our summer camp fee schedule, and I think we're raising it to $10. Is that right? And then E is a text amendment for our phase 2 post-construction stormwater ordinance. What we're going to do with this one, we pretty much took our ordinance from the model ordinance from the state that they developed. We've talked to them a number of different times, and we think it's a good idea, staff, to take out a section of that ordinance. It's really just a word or a sentence that talks about disturbance. We want to make sure we're enforcing our post-construction stormwater ordinance on things that are being built, impervious surface, and not if someone is clearing some land to build a garden. We don't want to have them meet stormwater requirements because it just doesn't make sense. 9 is our public hearing for a rezoning at 713 NC9. There's 2 applicants for this. They have requested, if at all possible, to continue this meeting until the March meeting because they cannot be present for this. To me, it seems that we could take some information and then just continue it. If not, we'll have to re-advertise it. I mean, it just would make sense to just continue it.
You can continue to a date certain. You don't have to re-advertise.
Okay. And then,
So we open the public hearing, take a vote to open the public hearing. Let Jessica would make whatever comments she wants to make. We'd go ahead and see if members of the public want to make comment. And then at that point, we would just continue. Somebody can make a motion and we'll continue the meeting. Do we continue to the March regular meeting?
I think that'd be fine. That's kind of what they're wanting, and I think that's fine.
All right. Well, everybody hears that. We'll get it done.
And then communication from myself and Attorney Sneed, and then we'll have communication from mayor and council, and then we'll have an executive session at the end of that meeting, closed session, talk about potential acquisition of property.
Okay.
That'll be it.
Any questions, council members?
Who's doing the presentation of the audits? Is it you or?
No, that'll be our consultants that do that. It is, oh my Lord. Malden Jenkins. That's who will be doing it. Tim Lyons, I think, is the gentleman that'll be here.
Is he the same one from last year?
Yes, same audit firm. This is our third year with this audit firm. We'll probably go out and do an RFP and see if we can get some different bids for that. It's typically what we do every 3 years, but this is their last year on the contract.
All right, anyone else?
Josh, maybe they were already planning to do it, but under this board, library board annual report, I'm just, it's not you doing it.
No, because I'm no longer on the board. I had to
Right.
quit when I took on Wayne's.
So, I don't know, it might be just informational I'm not sure, I'm clear and other people are clear on who's on the board, how you get on the board. You know, because we don't typically do appointments like we do with other commissions.
I
and
think they
whatnot.
have a vacant, I know they have a vacancy on them right here. But that board, we always joke, I broke the rules. I left while I was still alive. But the board is appointed until they quit or removed. It's not like the other boards. And they like to select who they have on the boards, because they select people based on particular skills. They hire people who are good. They put people on the board who are good with tools. It saves a fortune since the town maintains the building. And I talked to Ron Collins a couple of weeks ago. They're still trying to pick somebody that they would come to the board and ask them to appoint them to fill the spaces.
It may be a wonderful system, I'm not questioning that, I'm just thinking it's good to say it out
Sure.
loud so the public has a clue. It's sort of like a secret thing, you know?
It
I mean,
is.
nobody means
It
for
is. It's a secret handshake and everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, so where did, and again, to Pam's point, might be nice to, if you could, because you know it as well as anybody. So the bylaws for that committee, bylaws for the
It's-
committee, where, are
it's a- it's
they
a-
town documents or not?
Nobody can find all of the final documents from 1986. Historically, the town ran a library there, paid the librarian, bought the books. And in the mid-'80s, they became part of the PAC library system. And the deal was, they'll buy the books, they'll staff it, they will pay utilities, and they would take care of minor repairs. The town would provide the building, keep the building up, take care of major repairs, any improvements. And although they have a library board, they're basically a maintenance committee. We don't get to direct policy or anything, except for the use of certain, the education room, for instance. And so that's why they like to select people with skills.
Right. Well, I kind of understood how it worked, but my question was really just about the controlling document, and there's kind of not one.
There is a document that like I said, the final signed document is lost to history, but we do have the document that was the agreement between county and town.
Uh-huh.
And the town then set up the deal where they provide $1,000 a month to their own board to use to maintain the building.
Are we doing that now?
Yes, you're still doing that, still in your budget. Last year, year before last, first year of the pandemic, you cut that in half. But that sounds like a lot of money some months because they don't have a lot to do, but then the heat pump goes out and it costs $35,000 and then and it's gone and you start over
That part I
again.
understood, just
Yeah.
from your prior reports. I understood the working part,
Yeah.
but there's really not a document there. Except the
No.
agreement between, there is a copy of a more recent agreement between the county and the town of Black Mountain, or?
You have the town of Black Mountain, the
Yeah.
agreement between the town and the county is
Right,
who would be responsible for
Right.
what.
right.
And then the
But
town,
there's not really a controlling document about this board.
no.
Well, is that something you could put on your long list and we just fix that?
Yeah, a few years ago, it got quiet for a minute. Me and Gigi at the county thought about sitting down and writing all that up again, cleaning it up. Then it got busy again. Like I said, it slid off the list.
Right,
Helpful because it's still on the horizon, you know,
Yeah.
to revisit this with the county.
Yeah.
We need to have our ducks in a row, so we're in a position to
Yeah,
Be a good thing to do too. Yeah, if you, I mean, if it's agreeable to everybody, for Ron to put that on his list, because, we're talking about it. And that's the sort of thing, all of a sudden something happens and, we may not, it might come up for 2 or 3 years and you've
Yeah.
kind of forgotten what's going on,
I'll see if we can fit that in over the next few months.
Yeah,
I'll meet with
thanks.
the library board and it just shine that up a little bit. The county would like to have it cleaned up
Right.
too. The library board, I came on, Bud Tyson nominated me, this board appointed me to the board, and I didn't realize what he was up to. That was at the point where the county was just starting to operate the library. And so Bud just wanted to sneak a lawyer onto their board just in
Right.
case.
Right. So, as you probably know, that the county, Chairman Newman said, well, I think we can put solar panels on this roof. We had Josh check with and basically, I think whenever they get to it, they're doing a lot of county buildings, they're going to put them on there and so forth. And, it's just that sort of thing that you want to go, well, we don't have a document, we don't have something that tells us our relationship.
But the library board historically, when it came down to anything big, came to this board and said, we're going to have to put a new roof on our
Right.
building. And if the county, the library board doesn't see themselves having authority, say, go ahead and put solar panels on.
Right,
Once that comes in, I think they came to you when they wanted to put in the electric charging stations. That's beyond, the library board maintains the building. They don't authorize other
Right.
uses of the building. or
Right.
property.
well, that'd be great. But I think Pam has a good idea if you could take
Have that
just a couple, just.
Have that
couple
spelled
minutes.
out.
Yeah, just remind everybody how it is, and then we'll maybe address that and clean that up a little bit, get an agreement, better, more up-to-date agreement, or an agreement in place, I guess.
I think we like to see the agreement between county and town
Yeah.
updated, and then the relationship between the board and this board.
Yeah.
Because although, like I said, the custom has been, if there was a change made to the town's property, this board has asked for approval, and there's nothing in place that says the limits of the library board.
Yeah, I think my thinking is, and we probably need to stop talking about it, I guess, but I think we need to spell all that out. I think the town, we're gonna have to pay for it, right now, the way it works. And I think the town needs to, if I were serving on that board, I would want some definitive guidelines about what my term is. I wouldn't want to serve
It's
on there.
really hard to recruit new
Yeah,
members.
well, yeah, I guess so. You just gotta quit.
It's a life
You're here, you
sentence.
die.
I'm serving on the Supreme Court or something. You're in for your life. So, I think that'd be great. I really do. So everybody think that's a good idea?
Sure.
All right. Anybody else? Thanks, Pam. It's good for everybody. Well, we've got this high-level group out here. Y'all have anything to say? Just ready, happy for the day to be over. We look forward to hearing from you on Monday, Chief.
Yes,
How
sir.
things been going?
Going very well.
Good,
Staying busy.
good.
You get to give Jamie an award.
That's all right.
That's pretty great.
It's been interesting, but it's been good.
Well, it's 2 cities in North Carolina, is that right?
That's right.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was sort of, they didn't know nothing about it either. They reached out to me and, they said that our project is one of 2 in the state, so I'm excited about it.
Oh, well, that's great.
So when are we giving that out?
We
It's
don't
next
ever-
month.
It's Jamie and maybe me, but at least him, he's going to Raleigh to get it.
Get it done.
They're gonna give it to him at Raleigh.
I'd keep your acceptance speech 15 minutes or something. Congratulations. All right. Meeting adjourned.